Hello beautiful people, April Mack here, coming to you live from my favourite cafe, the Ladari Brothers. Thank you.
Enjoy.
Thank you very much. Actually, just getting delivered my cup of tea. I'm having lemongrass and ginger. Is it lemongrass and ginger? Yeah. So welcome to anyone watching. If you're coming live, just say hi as you come on, and if you're watching on replay, then hashtag replay, or just let me know you were here, because it's always nice to know who was watching. So hi as you come in. What I wanted to talk about today is why it's so very different working with me in a paid program versus accessing my content here on Facebook. So obviously I do quite a bit of content here because I love to do it. It's my joy. It feels like my calling to create posts and to do lives. And what that does is give you guys a real taste for who I am, what I'm about, and gives you a little taste of my flavour, I guess. If you think of it like going to an ice cream shop, you know, when you get a little free dipping spoon. What I do here online on Facebook, on my pages, both my personal page and my business page, is give you one of those little scoops of April Mack flavour. And if you like it and you come into my paid programs, then you're going to get something a whole lot better. So you're going to get the whole ice cream. You're going to get some real shifts for you that you can't really get here just by watching my stuff. So my aim is that by you having access to my posts and my free content here, is you get a sense of whether I'm the right person for you to be working with, and you will either be inspired by my stuff or it will turn you off. And if it turns you off, then you're not watching me, right? But if you're inspired by it and you really pick up on the vibes, then it's like having that little scoop of ice cream and going, it's really tasty, I want more. And when you come and get the more, that's when you'll get some really profound shifts. And so my program Goddess, as you know, I'm in the launch of that, and we're actually kicking off tonight at 7 o'clock, and I'm so excited. I've got some beautiful, beautiful souls in there ready to go deep, and that's really what's going to happen, is you go deep. So I'm full of analogies today. So like if you're sitting on the beach and, you know, being on here with me is like you having a little splash in the water. It feels nice on your feet. It feels good. You know, it feels nice. But if you want to go out and get your full body wet, go for a swim with me, then it's going to be a whole different experience. You're going to get really, really profound shifts. And I can say that with absolute confidence because that's what's happening in all of my programs. And I really want to share with you what's different about what I do here on my public page versus what you get when you go backstage with me. So coming backstage into my paid programs, we go on a journey together. I tune into the divine. I know who's in there and what the group is going to need, and we go on that journey together, and it's all co-created by the souls who come in. So it's not just, you know, here on Facebook I have to kind of water it down a little bit because it's for the masses, it's for anyone who comes across it, and I don't know who that's going to be. Whereas when you come into a paid program, once we know who's in there, the divine and I will work together to create, and not just the divine and I, the divine, myself, and the souls that are in there, we co-create something so unique, so magical, that only those people can experience. And so this is what happened in my Shine program. I had 7 gorgeous souls come into that program, and none of us really quite knew what it was going to be. Like, I had a framework for what I was going to deliver, and I delivered all that, but this whole lot of other stuff came in that the divine brought in for all of us. And within the first week, people were crying, people were getting shifts, and they're like, what the fuck's going on in here, April? And I'm like, this is what we're here for. This is the co-creation that the divine had planned for us, and your soul knew you needed to be in there, and you came and you were open to it, and that is why you get the shifts. So I know some of you have been watching me and have been thinking, oh yeah, I love what she does. Oh, but I'm not ready to go and join that program, Goddess or whatever. Like, it sounds cool, but yeah, I don't need it, or, I haven't got the money, or whatever it is. If you need it and your soul knows you need it, then I really would encourage you to listen to your intuition and jump on in. It's not too late. We start tonight at 7 o'clock, and it's going to cost you the same cost as what you probably spend on coffees. Here's me having my coffee at my favourite coffee shop. You know, if you have a coffee a day, that's about how much it's going to cost you, and it's probably going to change your life. This program, I know, is going to transform lives, and I can say that with confidence because that's what my programs have been doing since I started teaching and sharing and guiding from a place of total connection with the divine, from a place of total alignment with my purpose, not coming across as April Mack, the corporate person, the person who I think I should be to meet the needs of what I think other people want. I have let all those layers go. I don't care how things come across. Like, some of you have been watching me. I did a meditation here on my page a few days ago, or last week sometime, and I was chanting in Sanskrit, for fuck's sake. Like, that, I couldn't have done that a while ago because I would have been too self-conscious, too embarrassed, like, oh, I can't share that, people will think I'm crazy. That part of me has gone. I don't care what anyone thinks anymore. I know what I'm here to do, and I know I'm here to change lives, and I know I'm here to make profound shifts in the people that I work with, shifts on an energetic level, so as well as on a knowledge level. So yes, you'll learn knowledge when you come into Goddess with me. You'll learn new knowledge and new information, but what you will get that is so hard for me to explain, and you won't know until you experience it, you will get a transmission, an energetic transmission that is so much deeper than that, so much more profound, and you won't be able to put words to it, and neither will I, and you'll probably just, there'll be tears, there's laughter, there's heart openings, there's it's indescribable. And that's because I've been able to let go of who I thought I was, the April Mack, the personality, April Mack, the people pleaser, April Mack, the, party girl, the person who has to be funny and has to be this or that to, fit in. That's not who will be guiding you. It's the soul, April Mack soul, that comes into play. And I don't even know what's going to happen half the time, and people will say, like the people in my programs, they'll say, what just happened, what the fuck just happened, or I have had such profound shifts, how did we do that? And I'm like, I don't even know. I don't know, because I'm trusting that the divine is guiding me every step of the way, which it is. It's guiding all of us if we just stop and tune in and listen. It's there all the time. And so this program is really about helping you get to where I feel I've landed, where you will trust yourself beyond anybody else. You will not doubt what you're here to do. You will not have this, what am I here to do? What's my purpose? Oh, should I do that? You won't have that anymore. You will have a deep knowing that you're on track, a deep knowing that even the scary stuff, the stuff that scares you, the stuff that pushes you to your edges, you will know that that's what you're actually here to do. And you will have the courage to take those steps because you will have that level of trust. So what we will get in this program is, by the end of it, you will have so much more trust of yourself. So I'm not going to, yes, I'm going to teach you some practical skills and things like that, but what's going to happen is just that deeper level of trust is going to expand within you. And I can't explain how that happens. I just know it will, because this is what's been happening in all of my programs. And so there's already a bunch of beautiful souls in the program. I never close the doors. Well, not never. For most of my programs, I don't close the doors, and that will be the case for this. So if you're still not sure and you decide tomorrow, oh my God, I need to be in, that's totally cool. You will be in. And we've got 7 weeks to do this. You can go on a payment plan if you want to, if you need to. That's totally fine. And that's, my little ranty, ravey thing about why it's so different. So some of you read my posts and you get shifts from my posts, and you get aha moments from some of my posts or from my lives. If you think those are worthwhile, like if you think those are useful to you in your life, then I can tell you, you are going to get so much more if you go deep in one of my programs, just so much more. And that's why a lot of the people who've been working with me on my last program, Shine, are coming into Goddess, because they're not finished. They know the work is not done, and they know they've had shifts, but they know there's more to do. There's more layers to let go of, and more unfolding, and so more shedding. When I talk about it being shedding and layers unfolding, it's because this journey that we will be going on will be you'll be becoming less of who you think you are and more of who you truly are. So there's a shedding of the external layers, the layers that care about what other people think, or think that you have to behave or do things in a certain way. They will disappear. I hope they'll be completely gone by the end of it. It depends on how many you've got. We're all coming in at a different level. So that's the other thing that's just beautiful about my programs, is that everyone comes in for a different reason, and each person will get exactly what they need from it. So, in my Shine program, there were 7 people, and they all got something completely different out of it, because they all get what they need in their own unique and beautiful way. So to then describe, okay, this is what you'll get if you come into Goddess, or this is what you'll get when you come into Shine, it's very difficult. You can see it's difficult to do that, because each person gets something different. Each person gets what their soul came in for. And as I mentioned, we co-create the space together. It's not just the April Max show and you're just a receiver of this. It's a cocktail of beautiful energy that swirls around with everyone that is in there. I'm just going to check my notes, because I made a bunch of notes of which I haven't even looked at, and I think there was some useful stuff on there that I just want to have a quick check. I did want to mention too that so accessing my content here free on Facebook is awesome, and I love giving it to people, but when you pay for something, there will be a deeper level that you can access. So payment and money is energy, and so an energetic transfer goes on when you pay for something. So you'll know this yourself, that when you buy something that you value, you will get so much more out of it than compared to when somebody just gives you something. Someone might give you something and you think, oh yeah, that's nice, but you might not use it, because you just don't value it on that same level. Whereas when you invest in yourself, you put money aside and you say, I'm going to invest in me for my growth, and I'm going to put this money in. You're putting energy into your own growth, and by doing that, an exchange will happen, and you will get the information, you'll get the transmission on a deeper level than you can get if you don't do that. So investing time and money makes such a difference. So I just want to say that. And look, my programs are in general very affordable. Like, I make them that way so that I can get them out to as many people as possible, because my calling in this world is to change lives and raise the vibration of the planet. It feels like a very big calling. Yours might be something similar. In fact, for me, I find most of the people that come to work with me, they are leaders, and they are people who are here to change the world in some fairly significant way. So if that's you, you'll know what I'm talking about, that putting things out there at a price that many people can afford means that I will do that on a bigger scale, and that's why I keep my prices as low as I possibly can. So 7 weeks and $222 is the cost of this program. You will get so much. It's worth a lot more than that, I believe, but I want as many people to access it as possible. So that's why I have it at that price. Let me see what other notes I had. The things, I know with Goddess, like, if you've got questions about Goddess, please do ask them here. And if I'm not answering them here on the live, then I will come back to them. So if there's any, or you can message me personally if there's just details that you're missing. But the main things I want people to get out of it is this level of clarity that you haven't had before, the clarity of what you're here to do, the clarity on your purpose in this world. And so accessing that, I also want you to find a whole new level of peace in your life. Peace like you cannot imagine, where it doesn't matter what shitstorm's going on around you, it doesn't matter, and you just feel completely at peace. The whole world could be crumbling around you and you're just like, this is all good. So that's what I want for you. And the other thing is a deeper connection with who you truly are. That's what I think the things are that you're going to get out of Goddess. But like I said before, it's actually you're going to get whatever it is you need. So you might need one of those elements more than the other, and you might be coming in for something completely different that I don't even know about, so that can happen too. So I know it sounds sometimes sounds a bit vague, but you know if you're being called forward for this. I know you know. So let me tell you as well, just to allay, because I know some of our minds just need a bit of detail. So it's 7 weeks, starts today. You're going to get teachings, meditations. You can ask me anything in the group. That's the other thing that you get that you don't get here on the front line. You can't just message me and ask me anything. You have to pay for that. That's how I earn my living. So when you come into a paid program, you get access to me on a much more intimate level than you can get here on the front line. So you can ask me things about my business, how I've done certain things, and if you've got doubts or anything like that, you can be asking me and the other souls in the group, of course. So let me just see if there's anything else here. We're going to be talking about masculine and feminine energy and getting that on a whole nother level. So I've talked about it here in the lead up. I did a 3-part series which is called Goddess Express, and we talked about the masculine and feminine, but there's a whole nother layer to that I want to share with you and help you understand on a soul level. So we'll be delving into that. You'll learn lots of practical tips and tools, and just by being in the container together, the shifts will start to take place. So people are already in there. They're going to already be experiencing some shifts. It's starting already. We officially kick off tonight, but the expansion's already started, and I can feel the energy for it building. So this I've been launching this for 4 weeks. The whole launch period for me, and this is important for any of you who are in business who are launching your own things, the launch period is where I really embody what it is that I'm going to be teaching, and I get to it on a much deeper level. And that's why the posts and the lives for this have been pouring out of me like lava. I cannot turn it off. The tap is on and it's pouring out, and it is a tap. It's not a bucket of water that once you've poured it out then it's empty. It's a tap, like you've got connection to the mains being the divine, and you turn on that tap and it pours out, and you can't switch it off, and there's always more behind it. So if you're ever worried about what you put on free content out on your page versus what's in your paid program, you do not have to worry, because the deeper you go on the front line and the more you put out and the more you embody what it is you're here to share with the world, the deeper you'll go in the program. So because I've done such a massive launch for Goddess, I know that the people who come in are just going to get the richest gold that sits behind all that, because I've been going so deep with it. So if you're launching something, give it all away. Give everything that you thought you were going to teach or share in a program, give it away before you run it, because then you'll get the depth and richness that's behind all that. So I can't recommend that highly enough. And that's something I have learned through my teacher, one of my teachers, who is Carly Marie. She is my coach, my business coach, and a teacher on many levels. And that's what she does. And, you know, often we'll hold ourselves back and think, well, no, I can't talk about that, or I can't share that because I want to do that in the program. Just do it, because you will get so much more depth when you do that again in the program. And the people who've paid for it, like I said, that's an energetic exchange. The people who've paid for it will get it on a deeper level, and you will go to new places. Because when you're in a paid program, there's a experience you get taken on. You know, you go from week 1 to week 7. There's a journey that gets followed, and the divine will pop in things that you need along the way that you just can't get if you're not in that container, if that makes sense. So hopefully I have explained all that in a way that speaks to you, speaks to your heart, speaks to your soul. And if you are in, let me know. I would love to welcome some more beautiful souls in. I've got a feeling there's a couple more coming. And so if you're one of them, let me know. It's not too late. In fact, it's never too late to join Goddess. It's going to be open right through till the end of the 7 weeks, so you can come in at any time. But it'd be beautiful if you come in from the start, because there's something really magical about being involved from the start and helping to set up that beautiful energy that's going to be in there. And yeah, something magical just about being able to interact and co-create together from the beginning. So if you feel called, if your goddess is telling you it's time, then jump on in and let me know if you do need a payment plan. Otherwise, you can just go to the Learn More link at the top of my page and you'll get the options. So let me just quickly talk. I thought I was finished, but I've got a little bit more to say. Let me just quickly talk you through the levels that you can join in at. So there's the program level, and if you come in at the program level, you'll be inside the closed Facebook group. You'll get access to all of my Facebook Lives, and you'll have forever access to that content. You'll also be able to put questions. I'll answer them in the discussion, and I'll be giving you stuff to do throughout the week, like journal prompts, and I'll come in and do ad hoc lives, and we'll do meditations and things like that together. Those will all be Facebook Lives in a private group. The next level you can join at, so that's $222. The next level you can join at is the mastermind level, where in addition to all of that, we will do a Zoom as a group once a week. So the people in that level will do a Zoom every week for 7 weeks, where we unpack what's going on for you, where we talk about and share and go deeper on all the shifts that you'll be having, and we will accelerate those shifts as well. We'll do some extra stuff in there, some extra meditations, potentially some healings, and to help you make those expansions with a bit more ease, because sometimes the expansions can get a bit rocky, they can feel a bit tricky at times. So I will help you through that process. So that's working with me on a whole nother level, and the other souls who are in that mastermind level. Then the third level that you can join in at, this is like the scuba diving of the experience. So first level is, having a swim. Second level is put on the snorkel, and we're going to go have a really good look at the fish under there. That's the mastermind level. And the third level is like scuba diving, right? Me as your buddy. We're going to share an oxygen tank, and I'm going to take you deep. So that level is where you get one-on-one support from me, as well as the mastermind, as well as the program. And that's, from memory, I can't even remember what that is. I think it's $1,333. I'm pretty sure. It might be slightly less than that. I'm not sure. Anyway, so I am super excited. Have a look at the website. At my website, go to the Learn More link, or aprilmac.com.au/goddess if you want to have a little think about it and jump on in. Come diving with me. come snorkeling with me, come swimming with me, whichever you feel called to do. I better go because there's some people talking in the background, and I hope that answers any questions that you might have had and has given you some more things to think about. I'm just looking here. There we go. I don't think there's any questions here that I need to answer right now, so I will love you and leave you, say goodbye to you, and I'll see you online soon, no doubt. And hopefully I'll see some of you inside Goddess. Alright, lots of love. Bye for now.